Right, howdy partners. I've spent some time looking and selecting imagery, building on the project idea, and that's building on this idea that I spoke about before of apparition, the action of appearing. So I'm kind of in and around that area. So if we look at some of these images, has Dave been successful in managing to do that? Um, I'm not sure about that. This is the thing. It's a chair, but maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Um, I was thinking about this idea of a mystical life, or objects and things that take on powers, or we believe them to have certain powers, like black cats, or a black cat in Wales. Can this work? Is this an apparition? There's a shadow here. I like the strangeness of the pipe coming out of God knows what, where. Again, this here is, maybe what is it? I've selected this one as a sister, nun, something like that. Taken when we went to London, actually, if you went to London, and a shop window. So there's this collection of things off. There we go. There's one of the ones from Flickr Commons. Just to give you an idea. So I've got this eclectic mix of imagery. One thing that I wanted to look at is I'm going to take, let's close you down, Photoshop. I'm going to do a new document. I know that I'm working, if I wanted a full page spread, maybe I'll work in A4. Let's say I do A4, and this is going to be landscape, so this will be the two A5s. Create, go to some of my imagery. You'll see pixel dimensions here. This is 5,000 pixels across, so it's quite big. There we go, that's one of the ones I was looking for. So this is a photograph that I'd taken of somebody else's artwork in a gallery. So I'm going to make this bigger so it fills the canvas. Obviously a little bit of cropping will be involved. So there we go, that fits. So that could just be an A4 spread, double page spread in the zine or booklet, yada yada yada. What I was thinking about, things that I've seen, it's not like I've got a recipe for some secret or something like that. That image, quite like it. Will it work? So again, I'm putting this on top. I'm going to shift, resize, and reposition that in the middle. One thing that I have seen now, if the image isn't going to be that big, I'm doing Command 0, so this is fitting the image to the screen. I'm then going to take this shape, so I'm clicking on here. I'm going to do Command T, so we can see the transform handles. So I'm doing that on purpose. And then I'm going to do a screenshot. There. Okay. Close that down. Let's find my screenshot here. So intentionally I wanted these, or this bounding box, to be on the image. So I'm kind of making a point that, it's in an application, it's being edited, there's something going on here, and drawing the user's attention to that as an aesthetic, and also as a sort of artistic approach as well. Then if I open apparition, I don't like that blue background, I don't like that type. Let's just go to one of my double pages. Let's take this. Obviously, because this is a screenshot, it's not going to have the same pixel dimension, but I think it would still print out okay. I'm not worried about the quality, so I could go for beyond the page into the bleed there. It's not going to display properly because it's just doing a typical preview display at the moment. So I just keep it on that so we can work a bit quicker inside InDesign. So that's it, that's sat there. Let's make that smaller. And again, if I print this out and test it, I can see if it works, get a bit of feedback. Alternatively, it might be the case that I'm doing Command Alt Shift E, which is fit to the box. Let's put that there. Okay, so I'm going to finish off here now, but I'm just going to go back and look for some other imagery in here. Kind of, yeah, I sort of like that. I think I like how I've got snap to grid on, so it's going to pick up the alignment there, so both of them are centre aligned. Obviously someone's been felling trees and they've cut this here, I think, so that it aids the rotting process or the trunk. If it's just, I don't know. Anyway, let's just hit W and see what the page looks like. It's alright, it's alright. Need to continue working. But that's the point, it's just experimenting with this. I would probably Command Shift 4, screenshot this, and then say, look, what I'm trying to do here is a fashion shoot, or what I'm trying to do here is, combine two images that will be seen on the same printed page. Do these images sit together? Do they intentionally clash? What does that image on the right mean? I like it because I'm looking at and thinking about signs, truth, indexicality, and this looks like a symbol, maybe noughts and crosses or something. And again over here, the background, the clouds, I'm thinking, volcanic eruption or nuclear explosion, and then the colours here, I've got some sort of weird and yet earthly sense to them. So there we go.